Alright, so now that the offseason is officially underway, I wanted to come on here and make a video about what I think the Caps should do. First, we already saw Caps make their first move today as they acquired Justin Sauer, I think is how you pronounce that, in exchange for a 2026 second round pick and a 2027 sixth round pick. I'm pretty confused with this move, not gonna lie, because Sauer, I'm not too familiar with him, but from what I know, he's just an AHLer who's 23 years old, so by this point, likely not going to be a big impact player in the NHL, and they gave up a second round pick for him, which I'm not too happy about, so I mean, maybe they see something in him, but I don't really understand this trade. It just doesn't really make sense to me. Moving on, however, to what I think they should do for the rest of the offseason. First, how much money they have. They currently have $9.38 million in projected cap space, so enough money to maybe sign a big player or to sign multiple smaller depth players, depending on which way they want to go. However, I'm not sure if they should make a lot of big moves this offseason. Because yes, while they did finish second in the league this year with 111 points, they did also have a lot of players have career years. Thompson had a career year, Dubois had a career year, Wilson had a career year, Chikrin had a career year, Strome had a career year. It just goes on and on. And while I still think they'll be a good team next year and that these guys will still be key contributors, I think we can all agree that this team will likely not be as good this next year as it was this year. And on top of that, this team also has a very bright future. Ryan Leonard's just getting started, and if he lives up to the hype, then he should be one of the best two-way forwards in the NHL during his prime. And then you also have Cole Hudson coming up, one of the best defenseman prospects in the league, as well as Ilya Protas and Andrew Crystal, who dominate in juniors this year. And then you also have guys like Tarek Parasak and Eric Smateko who could maybe turn into something. And I'm worried that if they try to go all in for next season, that might involve trading some of their prospects for win now moves that we still don't even know if they work out even. And then I posted this graphic on my Instagram of the projected lineup for next year as of now, and as you can see, I have Hendrix Lapierre as their third line center, which is risky, but I still see potential in him, and I think he needs to play this year. And then they also have Ivan Miroshnichenko, who would be scratched in this scenario, but I also still see potential in him and think he needs to play next year. So going all in this offseason could involve making win now moves that could potentially harm the development of these young players that they have. And I know we all want to see them win one more cup with Ovi, but and what's likely as last year, but I just don't want to see them make win now moves that could potentially harm their future just to go all in for this 1 year. Because like I said, we still don't even know if they'd be legit contenders in what's going to be a very competitive Eastern Conference next year. I guess if they wanted to make a few free agent signings, then I'd be fine with that as long as they don't carry the risk of aging poorly, but I really do not want to see them making win now trades that would likely involve trading away parts of their future. But yeah, that's what I think the Caps should do this offseason. Be more conservative, don't take big risks, but let me know what you think if you agree or not.